Strength is something most people yearn for, but in front of a master, most could not survive, as with only 2 faint slashes, their deaths are written. He wanted to be strong too, no matter who he faced. He wanted strength that persisted, no matter what. He has to go to the Supreme Court Lord as fast as possible. As he does that, he gets a strange feeling. Everything is going the way he remembers. But just what happened? Perhaps this is a dream. Perhaps this is foresight. That's not it. It feels far too real. It's as if something even stranger happened. He arrives at the court lord and asks for permission to come in. But what's on his mind is that he really came back to his past when he died. Unfortunately enough, he is now also meeting the one who planned his death, the Mantis. Everything happened because of this old bastard. Seol introduces himself and explains that he came here to receive orders. He remembers this situation exactly. The current leader of the court of the holy deity was also present. There's a place called the Red Demon Chamber, which was the first branch of the demonic academy. Within it, there are 5 courts, and the court leaders possess amazing martial arts skill. But the Mantis in particular has the demonic flame, which is capable of melting bone and flesh in a single burst. Because of his rather awful personality, he would use this ability to kill mindlessly, particularly those he did not like. Even though this guy is someone Seol cannot trust, he has no choice but to obey the chain of command. The Mantis tells the holy deity court leader that this is the child he was talking about before. He starts looking Seol up and down before saying that he does indeed seem as powerful as he mentioned, but his greeting lacked finesse. It's like he did it as a chore, not out of respect. Seol immediately falls to his knees and apologizes for his actions. He had simply wished to offer his greeting and nothing more. The Mantis tells the holy deity leader to not go as far on this poor child. If he scolds others in such a manner, things will turn around to him and make him look like a tyrant. Seol apologizes again. He does not know how to act in front of such grace. In his mind, however, he curses the Mantis. As he told him just 4 days ago to greet his guest like this, he did it on purpose. The Mantis commands him to rise and asks what his thoughts are about becoming the clerk of the Qianil office. Seol doesn't know how to respond, but he knows that this bastard is finally showing his true colors. The Mantis says that he expressed much interest in the demonic arts, so he took extra care of this. Seol knows that this is just bait, as the Qianil office is a place that has thousands of classified books, but this bastard will never give him access. He notes that he wanted to give him another mission, more well-suited to his skills. Seol knows that the mission he will send him on is the one he died in. He will send him once again to the manhwa sect outpost with nothing but a flimsy knife. Perhaps this opportunity was given to him by the heavens, so he will not waste this opportunity. He will not die again. Before he says what he has on his mind, a system message pops up, giving him 3 choices on what to do in this situation. Seol also notices that he cannot move his body at all, and time has stopped completely. He once again thinks that this is a dream, but it cannot be. He went back in time after death, and knows that something similar appeared then. He also sees that one number below is decreasing slowly, which means that he must choose within that time limit. Since he is rushed, he tries to think of the best option here, which is not to cut his own arm off, as he will probably die, so he chooses to wish for another order. Just as if nothing happened, Seol says that he wishes for another order, to everyone's surprise, including him, as he knows that what he just said is blasphemous. The Mantis angrily gets up. How dare he ask for another order when he has yet to give him one? He is truly impertinent, and will be punished as such. The entire room erupts in the Mantis's bloodlust, and Seol can feel his ability. The demonic flame is surfacing. It feels like his throat is bitten. He's seriously messed up. Before he can think of anything else, Seol feels like he's about to die. He can feel his neck being blown out. However, the Mantis suddenly screams at the attacker to stop, and the masked lady who was about to take Seol's life stops in her tracks. He knows that if the Mantis did not speak earlier, he would have completely lost his neck. He did not have time to even react. He only realized what was happening after it happened. He also knows that this woman is the vassal who guards the Supreme Court Lord with her life if need be. Hyuk-bi. The Mantis sits back down and tells Seol that he will hear him out, but whether he kills him or spares him, he will decide afterwards. Seol falls to his knees again and asks not to be misunderstood. When he asked for another order, it was not because he wanted to choose that order. The Mantis asks what he meant then, so Seol explains that recently, he heard rumors about the Mount Hua sect gathering around the borders of Hanam. Seol knows that in the end, the Mantis will only spare him if he dances to his tune, so he notes that he always says, getting rid of the Mount Hua bastards is their homework and duty. The Mantis asks what if he does, so Seol screams that he wishes to take that opportunity. His flying faction squad specializes in reconnaissance and surveillance. If he blesses him with the current professor's expedition period, he will join it in a heartbeat. The mantis ponders his request for a while, but as Seol prays that everything will be all right, the holy deity leader laughs. It seems that this information spread out from the Falcon Heaven court to the core. Otherwise, a mere squad leader like him would not have access to it. The mantis looks at Seol and tells him that it's amusing. He was going to assign him to that place anyway. The location he just mentioned will be searched by the vice principal, so before then, they should have someone survey the terrain closely. In case he goes, he should survey the kind of people around the area, and the land in particular. He shall do so closely, and then hand the information to his betters. Seol swears he shall obey that command, so the mantis excuses him out. Seol cannot believe that he managed to live, and looks at B, before leaving with sweat coming down his brow. Once again he sees something above her head, but he does not know what it means. 4 more lives? He goes to a nearby pond to wash his face, as the things that just transpired are unbelievable, even if he lived them. It seems that this is truly real life, but just what is happening to him? Above his head there is also a notification. 1 coin, his last chance at life.